I'm Nick Krueger from iPoint TV in Austin, Texas. Last week, area schools welcomed students back to the classroom for the start of the 2021 school year, and with them, concerns about COVID-19 as the Delta variant spreads across the state. Fear of further outbreak has reignited debate in area school districts about whether or not to mandate masks in classrooms. Ahead of the first week of school, Eanes ISD sparked national attention as Superintendent Tom Leonard reported in an email to families that a teacher's mask was ripped from her face by a parent. Further details on the incident weren't given, and speculation on the validity of the story is questioned by some. Jennifer Stevens, who ran for a Place 5 seat on the Eanes School Board in May, said that the lack of information on the conflict is concerning and speaks to some bigger questions about the culture within the district and amongst its administrators.
I can't figure out what the end game is on this assault thing, right? If the end game is a teacher was assaulted and we got to hold members of our community accountable and protect our teachers, well, they're doing a terrible job of that because they would be releasing the facts and making damn sure everybody knows if you come after one of our teachers, we are going to come after you, right? If you're really committed to protecting your teachers, that would be your response. But that hadn't been the response. My position on the masks in schools is the same as my position on, reopening the schools last year. All the parents need to do what's best for them and for their children. And for me and my family, we don't need the mask and my kids aren't going to wear them. So, my position is no forced, no mandate, and let each family make the decision that that family wants to make for themselves.
Over the weekend, Texans for Vaccine Choice held a rally to speak out against the possibility of mandated COVID vaccines in schools, and many that opposed the idea had similar feelings about mask mandates.
I think we need to stand up and say, you can't tell me what to put on my face, and I'm not going to cover my children's oxygen. A lot of people are just kind of letting the government walk all over them, and I think it's a gateway to being a socialist society.
I thought I lived in Texas. We're going to keep Texas free. You're going to keep Texas free. Then I had this moment where I'm watching California with their rights going out the window, and I'm thinking, but that will never happen in Texas, and next thing I know, it's coming to Texas.
Local charter schools have largely opted to refrain from mandating masks, but have still encouraged students to wear them. Several parents at the rally said that not requiring masks made those schools a more attractive option for their children.
We as parents still have the rights for what we want on our kids' face, and if the mask is to prevent sickness, it could be construed as medical equipment. I don't want my teachers or principals mandating medical equipment on my children. And if you say it's not medical equipment, well then all you're saying is that the mask actually has no purpose.
First of all, I think the mask is it's theatrics, right? I mean, there's a number of studies, including one out of the CDC, which says, they don't really do anything.
The CDC has acknowledged studies that suggest masking doesn't substantially eliminate risk, but maintains in its most recent COVID guidelines that given what is known about the Delta variant, layered prevention strategies like wearing masks are still needed to reduce transmission. All parents seek to provide the safest learning environment for their children, but agreeing on what it takes to create that is still very much in dispute.
Now it's just more important than ever that we hold on to our health freedom, our medical freedom. Informed consent is very important, our freedom of choice.
And when this mask mandate or this push for masking our kids in schools came out recently, it seems more and more like it's more about ideological conformity.
Even though I personally believe it's important to get vaccinated and have encouraged, anyone that's asked me my opinion on it, that I do think it's important. I also think it's equally important that our government not mandate, the vaccine either, right? It's up to people. And for our family, it was the right decision, and we believe in vaccines.
I'm Nick Krueger, and that's how I see it.